Hey, Salakia, y'all. Fucking phone ran out of space. Couldn't get my trash to come up, so I couldn't empty it out, man. But sorry, this is part two. Okay, I think I was reading Revelations 12 and 12 when it cut out, so I'm going to read that again. So that'll be my starting point, man, for the rest of this video. Okay, so let me go back to Revelations 12 and 12. All right. Okay, so Revelations 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time. So like I was saying, the heavens is talking about the elect of Israel, okay? The heavens is not talking about all of Israel, okay? It's only talking about the elect, the remnant, as that's going to be taken out of this place. Okay? Because we know that 2 parts or 2/3, according to Zechariah 13, 8 and 9, okay, are going to be left here, okay, because they didn't want to come into the covenant. And I said it earlier, the only way that you're going to get through this thing, the only way that you're going to survive the hell that's coming to this place is by coming into the new covenant. And you're not going to have the thawah, the mark of exemption on you, okay, when this hell comes to this place. All right? So Esau knows that he has a short time because he actually understands the scriptures. And in him understanding the scriptures, okay, what does he have to do? What does he have to do? He has to make moves according to what the scriptures are saying, man. All right? You got to understand that. Okay? Let me read a little bit more. Okay? All right? So undoubtedly, this extreme anger, rage, and fury, this is Esau. Going back to Esau, saying when my father dies, or after my father dies, I'm going to fucking kill Jacob. I'm going to kill my brother. Okay? Because I want my blessing back. All right? And he knows, and that's why he understands the scriptures, because he knows the only way that he can get the blessing of the kingdom or the rulership of the kingdom back is by what? Killing his brother Jacob. Okay? All right? So undoubtedly, this extreme anger, rage, and fury will be displayed by the sword. Okay? We know that Esau was given a sword as a blessing. Okay? And he has used this sword over and over again, okay, to destroy other kingdoms. He's the hammer of the whole earth. All right? The sword of the Most High, the devil, during the critical hour of martial law. Let me grab Psalm 17 and 13. Okay? Psalm 17 and 13. Okay, arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Okay? He's got to use the sword during martial law. Okay? A sword being an instrument of death. The modern day sword is what? The gun. Let me take this thrown out my pocket. It's getting hot. The phone start getting that radiation hitting it, boy. That motherfucker get hot. Don't need that shit by your nuts all day long, Salaki. Okay? Alright, so we know that Esau's getting ready to use his sword, okay? So in preparation for this moment, Esau established NORTHCOM, or the United States Northern Command, following the World Trade Center attack of September 11, 2001. NORTHCOM is a unit of the U.S. Department of Defense and military. Its fundamental task and purpose, essentially, is to provide military assistance and support to U.S. Civil authorities. Okay? Assistance and support to U.S. civil authorities. Hey, sis, how you doing? All right. You see? Under the discretion of either the President or the Secretary of State, its jurisdiction includes the U.S., Canada, Mexico, and portions of the Caribbean. NORTHCOM works closely with the Department of Homeland Defense. Okay, you got ICE that's been set up now. Okay, so NORTHCOM. Let me go back. All right, NORTHCOM works closely with the Department of Homeland Defense, or the Department of Homeland Security, Slovakia, National Security Agency, or the NSA, Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, Central Intelligence, CIA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, all right, participating in joint training exercises with local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies while monitoring individuals and groups deemed and regarded as potential terrorists. What did I say earlier when I was talking about, I started talking about they're putting us in a category, right? So if we're out here teaching, if we're out here reading the Bible or any other material, okay, and they deem us what? If they say, okay, this guy's an extremist because he comes out with signs and all these other things, that's what that's doing. It says monitoring individuals and groups deemed and regarded as potential terrorists. Okay? So once they put you in that category and put you on that list, what's up, man? How you doing? The cop police officer just waved at me. That's pretty cool. I like it. So once they put you on that list or in that category of individuals, okay, and they say, okay, we got to keep an eye on this person because what they do is they'll put everybody into what is that, the Southern Poverty Law Firm or something like that, where they put all of these groups, let's say like the Israelites, okay, what they call us the Black Hebrew Israelites. Okay, well, we're not black. Okay, I'm not black. I'm brown. I'm from the Boogie Down. Remember that song, right? But they'll put these groups. Okay, all right. The Israelites. Okay, the Nazis, the KK. They'll put all of these people on the Southern Poverty Law Firm and deem them extremists. Okay, but I've been out here for about four plus years, going on 5 maybe, okay, teaching the Bible. And like I said, I have never threatened anybody. I've never gotten into a fight. I've gotten into a few arguments. Okay, what's going on, brothers? How y'all doing? All right. Okay, so me coming out here and bringing this message and actually trying to wake the so-called blacks, Latinos up to the fact that they are the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, okay, does that make me an extremist? Well, according to them, it does, okay? So I'm gonna continue reading, okay? So let me go back. While monitoring individuals and groups deemed and regarded as potential terrorists, okay? So private militaries and mercenary groups such as Blackwater. We know Blackwater is a contractor for the government, and they were over there in Iraq, Afghanistan, and guarding oil and opium and all that other shit, okay? So they're going to be doing the same thing. And you got the, what you call the Proud Boys, okay? So the Proud Boys, are a lot of them are members of ICE right now, okay? All right? So private militaries, mercenaries, groups such as Blackwater, academia. Hello, how y'all doing? All right. Okay. All right. The Interpol, okay, International Criminal Police Organization, and UN troops are here on American soil right now. Okay. All right, so let me start from the top. Yo, she was fine as hell. Private militaries and mercenary groups such as Blackwater, okay, Academia, Interpol, our International Criminal Police Organization, and UN troops, which we know are on American soil right now, in addition to the U.S. military and federal emergency agencies, will also be present on U.S. soil to enforce law and order during martial law, as detailed in the previous chapter, okay? Their primary objective will be to round up Israelites, the main target of the elites, okay? So when you go into, you gotta when you watch the video and you hear things like King Alfred, okay? If you haven't researched that, if you haven't researched the King Alfred program, all right, that was revised, okay? When the King Alfred program was revised and became Rex 84 or Readiness Exercise 84, what did they do? They included the Latinos, okay? So they understand now that the blacks and Latinos and Native American Indians are the children of Israel. So that's why it was revised, because they thought that they were going to have an uprising only from the blacks here in America, okay? But when that uprising starts and takes place, okay, who are they going to target? They're going to target blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, okay? And any sympathizers, any so-called white people that sympathize with what they're doing to the children of Israel, okay? That's what's getting ready to take place. That's why they're shutting everything down, okay? That's why they're taking away Medicaid and food stamps, Section 8, and all these other things, okay? All right? These military troops will pursue and hunt down Israelites. Listen to this very carefully, okay? Well, all of the groups that I just mentioned, okay? Interpol, okay? Blackwater, they're going to have UN troops, all right? U.S. military, okay? All of these agencies, all of these police agencies, military agencies, okay, even private contractors are going to be hunting down the children of Israel, okay, who resist, oppose, and refuse the RFID microchip, okay? All right, the digital ID is going to turn from digital to actual implant called the RFID microchip, okay? All right, so Israelites who resist and oppose and refuse. This is why it says those that try to save their life shall lose it. Because a lot of the children of Israel, okay, they are going to go and happily to get $1,000 extra in their bank. Oh, we'll give you $1,000. We're going to give you some donuts. We're going to give you a bag of weed, some beer. Okay, this is how dumb Negroes are, man. Okay, they're going to offer you the dumbest shit, okay? All right, $500. We're going to offer you $500 to come get this RFID microchip. What's going on, man? All right, they're going to offer you the worst. They're going to offer you some garbage, okay, and a couple of dollars to take it. All right, and a lot of our people are going to take it, man, by invading their homes. Okay, Jeremiah 18 and 22. Let me grab that. Okay, Jeremiah 18 and 22. Let a cry be heard from their houses when thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them, for they have digged a pit to take me and hid snares for my feet. Okay? So Esau's digging a pit right now, man. All right, by what? Like I said, taking away Medicaid, Section 8, food stamps. My wife just read to me this, I think it was last night, right before we went to bed. She was looking at some news, and she said, there's 2 million people here right now in Pennsylvania who aren't getting their food stamp benefits. Their food stamp benefits have been shut down. Okay, so that's them. That's a snare, right? Section 8s are getting ready to be. They're actually auditing Section 8s. Okay, when you audit something, you go in and you pick and choose and pinpoint. Okay, who needs to be on this? Okay, so like we were talking about one of our family members. Won't say no name, but I think she's almost at the threshold. Basically, where she's damn near paying her entire rent, and she has a full-time job, okay? All right? She has one child that is 13 years old living in the house and has a full-time job, okay? So when you start auditing and you start looking at people, okay, well, she's making more than enough fucking money to take care of the rent herself. what are they going to do? They're going to take her off of that Section 8. Okay? That's what an audit does. So when they start doing this across the board, and they start seeing these people that are working full time, but they're still receiving Section 8 benefits, they're going to cut their ass off, man. Okay? So that's one of those snares, man. Let me go back and read that again. Now let me read this scripture again, okay? All right? Verse 22. All right, let a cry be heard from their houses when thou shalt bring a troop against us. And what did I just read about the when this thing goes full-fledged, and they start sending people door to door, okay? They start taking people out of their homes, okay? Either because they can't afford to live in a home, or because they have been forcing and implementing the RFID microchip, and these people have refused. They haven't come down to their school in their district. Hey, if you live in this district, you got to go to this school, or you got to go to this Walmart, or you got to go to this building, okay, to receive the RFID microchip. If you don't go and get this by this date, then we're going to come and we're going to put you in a concentration camp. Okay? That's why the scriptures tell us, the elect of Israel, to be as pilgrims. Okay? Because that's what it's going to take in order for us. You can't sit still, man. You're not going to be able to sit still. What is that? I hear a lot of these preppers talking about it's the gray man season. Okay? The gray man season. All right? You can't stand out. And when this thing goes down, you don't want to be standing out, man. All right? Okay? You don't want to be flossing. All right, I'm gonna just put it like that. Okay? So let a cry be heard from their houses when thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them, for they have digged a pit to take me and hide snares for my feet. And the pit and the snares are them taking away the benefits. Okay? The Section 8s, the food stamps, WIC. Okay? When they take these things away, what is going to happen? You're going to become desperate. When I go back into what I was reading about Esau, okay? When Esau came in from the field, he told his brother Jacob he was hungry, right? Hello. You see? Hey, Jacob, my brother, I'm hungry. Okay? I've been out in the field. I've been out in the woods trying to hunt. I haven't found any venison, and I'm hungry. Can you feed me some of that pottage that's... And Jacob told him, it's not done, man. It's not done. It's unlawful for you to eat this red raw pottage. Okay? He said, man, well, what will you do? You want to sell me your birthright if I give you this food? And Esau sold his birthright for raw meat, man, red meat, which is unlawful. Okay? So Esau knows when he goes into the scriptures and he understands that hunger is a great motivator. Okay? Hunger is a great motivator. Being homeless is a great motivator for those that are used to being in homes. Okay? All of these teats, man. All of these benefits, okay, that are getting ready to be taken from these people are going to motivate a majority of them to go and take that shit. Okay? So a lot of our people are going to fall victim. They're going to fall into that trap, into that snare, man, that's being set. To that pit. Okay? All right? And those that do not, those that don't, and I just read it. It said, Israelites who resist and oppose and refuse the RFID microchip. That's who's coming for you, man. All of those agencies that I read just a second ago. Okay? All right? Private militaries, like Blackwater, mercenary groups, Blackwater, all right, Interpol, UN troops, U.S. military and federal law enforcement. Okay? U.S. and federal law enforcement, along with Interpol, okay, the UN, and all of these other agencies, Blackwater, okay, are going to come and kick doors down to those that refuse to take the RFID microchip. Okay? All right? Let me get this. Let me go to my other book. 2 Ezra 16 and 70. pull my other book up, y'all. Salakia. Should have had that ready, but here we go. I'm going to read down to 72, okay? All right, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, our power, Yahweh. They shall be like madmen, sparing none. What did I just get done saying? Okay, they're going to set that trap, that snare, dig that pit, okay? Once they dig that pit or set that trap, okay, by taking away benefits, knowing hunger and all of these other things that you're receiving right now are great motivators, okay? So these great motivators are going to separate the chosen, or the elect of Israel, from the rest of Israel, man. And what's going to happen? These people are going to be, those that refuse the RFID microchip, those that know, let me put it this way, if you understand and know that is the RFID microchip, and it's something that you shouldn't take according to the Holy Scriptures, but you're not in the New Covenant, okay? So like a lot of these men, okay, what is that scripture? My servant that knew my will but didn't do it shall be beaten with many stripes. That's talking about people that understand the Holy Scriptures. Those that have taught it, okay, those that understand it. Hey, how you doing? You see? Those that taught it and understood it, okay, what is going to take place when this thing starts? When they refuse the RFID microchip. If they don't have the Tawah, what is going to happen? What's going to take place? Okay? Their door is going to get kicked in, and their ass is going to get taken somewhere, and they're going to tell them, yo, you want to take it or not? A lot of them are going to refuse it. Because why? They understand. Okay? And their rite of passage into the kingdom is going to be losing their head or tortured to death. Because you don't have the Tawah. You don't have that mark of exemption, man, from those judgments. Okay? Those that have that Tawah, those that have that mark. And see, you guys, you got to understand one thing. I'm sorry, I ain't going to say you guys. I'm saying everybody that has been watching and paying attention. If you don't understand one thing, that this shit is going to happen. It's going to happen fast. Okay, this shit ain't going to drag out for years, man. Okay, once the so-called white man shuts this thing down, the RFID microchip is instituted. Okay, once it's instituted and put into play, a lot of people are going to accept it. Okay, immediately, because they're going to want to save their lives, especially those that don't understand what's taking place. Okay. They're going to want to continue to get their benefits. They're going to want to continue to get those checks. They're going to want to continue to work, drive their car, and do those things. Okay? So a lot of our people are going to take it immediately, and especially if they're being offered some goodies. Okay? All right? And those that do not, okay, their doors are going to get kicked in at 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, when you're in that REM sleep between 2 and 3 in the morning, when you're in that deep ass sleep, they're going to creep up in your house and stick a gun up your fucking nose. Okay, a gun barrel right up your goddamn nose or up in your ass. Okay, depending on whether you're sleeping on your fucking back or your belly, you're going to get a gun barrel stuck somewhere. Like, get your ass up. Yeah, come with us. Yeah, y'all don't give a damn. You still got the condom on, boy, and you butt naked, man. You going out the door just like that. All right? Understand that. All right? So detaining them and forcing them into concentration camps. What did I just get done saying? As for how Esau will track and locate these individuals, Esau uses various instruments and devices to espy Jacob. All right, cell phones, hidden cameras, televisions, computers, and automobiles all have audio-video tracking chips. Okay? So, like my car, my vehicle that I have the OnStar, where I can push the button and the operator will come on. we see that you had an accident. How the fuck y'all see I had an accident? Because it's set up that way. This is, and then you gotta understand that we have inspection stickers. And if you look in the inspection sticker, you can see a chip in. You can see the same damn chip that they have in $100 bills. Okay, you can see it in that. Okay, that those they have tracking devices in them. Okay, that's how they're setting this thing up beautifully, so that they can find people that they're looking for. All right. So as for how Esau will track and locate these individuals, Esau uses various instruments and devices to espy Jacob: cell phones, hidden cameras, okay, televisions, computers, automobiles, all have audio, video, and tracking chips hidden in them to secretly monitor and record the population. In lieu of this information, America exercises security and surveillance activities and efforts through something known as Homeland Security. In resemblance and similarity to Nazi Germany's fatherland security, okay, the U.S. has even earned the title of Big Brother, being a regime that spies on its citizens, keeping them under close surveillance, security, etymologically derives from the Latin securitas. Okay, I don't want to get into all the words that out of the Latin. Okay, all right. Security is ultimately defined as secret care. All right, which is why scrutiny, surveillance, espionage, and vigilance are attributed to any individuals mentioned on FEMA's red and blue list, can be located by the mercenaries and martial law troops. Okay, so all of these people, all like brothers like myself, I'm sure I'm on a list in somebody's office. Okay, regardless if it's just some poop butt ass motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, here this guy, he doesn't seem like a real threat. It's like, but at the end of the day, you got to understand when Esau makes his move, the Most High has to lift up a standard. And if I am a part of that standard and they come to try to put their hands on me, knowing that the scriptures tell you, touch not mine anointing. Okay? Don't touch my arks, man. Okay? Because once you put your hand on the ark, okay, and you can go back and read about that. God, I can't remember his name, but he touched the ark and he died. Okay, he saw it falling over. He was trying to help and shit. He wasn't doing it trying to be malicious or anything. He was trying to help to keep it from falling on the ground. And he touched it and his ass got put to death. Okay? So knowing that the Lord's anointed, okay, are going to receive spiritual power, if you put your hands on the anointed, what's going to happen? The Lord's going to put you to death. Okay, so these men that are coming to try to take some brothers are going to find out the hard way. Okay? All right? So using Nazi Germany as an example, okay? Let me get this scripture. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. Oops. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. All right? All right, the thing that hath been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. So Nazi Germany, hey, what's up, brother? How you doing? So Nazi Germany is right now what is motivating America, okay? What is motivating this country, okay, into total authoritarianism, okay? So that authoritarianism, what is that doing? Okay, I'm going to have total power, and if you go against what I say, I'm going to put your ass to death. I'm going to put you in jail. I'm going to put you in a concentration camp. I'm going to do this, okay? And that's what they're doing. All right, it's the same thing that was done before. Okay, you can go back to the Greek Empire. Okay, when Antiochus. Antiochus Epiphanes told everybody that they had to conform and be like the Greeks, man. If you don't put away your gods and put away your customs and come and live and be a Greek, then we're gonna put your ass to death. There ain't no difference, man. There's no new thing under the sun, man. Okay? All right? Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It has been already of old time, which was before us. Okay? So like I just got done saying, there's nothing new under the sun. Antiochus Epiphanes during the time of the Greeks told everybody to put away your laws and come and be a Greek. That's why you gotta have earphones on, you fucking idiot. You got fucking headphones on because of this loud ass fucking muffler. Dumb bastard. Stupid motherfuckers, man. Out here making all that fucking noise for nothing. Yeah? Alright, continue reading. Okay. Where was that? Alright, here we go. That dumb get up the street. That's fucking too much goddamn noise and too many vibrations, man. You know, his hands be shaking for a while when he get off that motherfucker. Yeah, I'm saying.